Hello. Oh gosh. There we go. Okay, this thing is not even saying that I'm live. That's weird. Okay, this doesn't make any sense. Why does it continue to do this? Okay, I know my camera's on and I know like my microphone is on so you can hear me. The problem is why the hell? Whatever. So anyway, oh, this is weird. I don't know why this thing is so stupid. They need to make this better. I keep on saying this in like every video that they need to make it better, but this is really bad. I wonder if I should, okay. So, I'm gonna tilt it a little. Okay. Hey guys, what's good? What's going on? Back on my laptop, because last time I tried to do it on my phone and that was it was horrendous. So I'm like, oh, no wonder. Okay, I'm on the wrong tab. Such an idiot. Like, this is ridiculous. I'll get it right at some point, probably around the 15th or so live stream. I'll get it right eventually. Okay. Okay, so I guess I can see it now. Why the hell? You're supposed to be able to move it. Whatever. Anyway, that's how I got the time. As long as I can see like what you guys are saying, I'm all right. Hello. How are you? Just 4 out here right now. Let me see. This thing doesn't do it in real time, which is the hardest thing about this. And my bit rate is so low that it probably lags so bad. Anyway. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it was supposed to actually post sooner. But I started the upload a little late. So like you were supposed to get it at like 1:45. It didn't post until 2, but it's fine because I didn't end up coming on here until 2:30. So like, you know, it worked out pretty well. I actually just did it like a few hours ago. I just like recorded it at like 11. Or it was like 11 or 12 that I recorded it and then went to do the editing real quick and then put it out. I wanted to do a little bit more with the editing, but I ended up taking out maybe about another 2 or so minutes of the video, just because it didn't really fit together. So yeah, that James Corden, I liked it. I really did like it. And if you watched my video for it, you see that I liked it. Watching it back over a couple of times, though, I did notice a couple of things. But they were pretty minor. You know, for the most part, they did really, really well. And this is the kind of performance that I expect from them. Are people in school? Probably. They probably are in school. I mean, I'm probably not going to get a lot of viewers for this one, mostly because I decided to do it so early in the day. I could have done it a little bit later. But I mean, sometimes it takes time. But then at the same time, the first live stream that I did was done around the same time of the day on a Wednesday. So, but it was earlier. It was a couple of weeks ago before people really started going to school and stuff. So, before we actually like start talking about stuff, I know that everything Fifth Harmony, you are in Florida. How are you guys holding up down there? Well, I mean, that's a given. I would hope that you guys wouldn't be forced to go to school during a really bad storm like that. I don't know. If like not a lot of people come onto this live stream, I mean, I'll still continue it, but I might do like another one later on today, maybe. I don't know. I'll see. First time that I really like did something like that, but I mean, it's a live stream. I can do it whenever I want. That's the good thing about it. I don't like this angle. I don't want to lift this up. Honestly, I really don't. But the way that this is set up, I don't. God. If I move back, maybe. I mean, I don't even know. I don't know. I think it's this chair. It's too high. But anyway, so comparing this, oh God, an electrical post fell on the road that you live in. That's not too bad. I mean, it's bad, but it's not too bad. Well, at least you have power right now. You got power because you're watching me, unless you're watching on your phone. But then again, you know. Yeah, definitely stay safe. And anybody else who's on, well, there's only like 3 of you watches this, you know, and you're down there, just know that we're all thinking about you, and we want you to be safe. So please be alert. Right now, where I am, it's raining, and it's not even like a heavy rain. It's like a light rain. Further up north, you know. Okay. I had a couple of people come to my store from, they were from Florida and from down there. And another lady was actually from Texas. I was like, oh, wow. The people there, they come up. She's like, yeah, we happened to be on vacation when this was going on. We had planned our vacation for this week. And I'm like, wow, like that's actually very, like, that's coincidental. That's very coincidental because the fact that they were planning on going on vacation this week specifically, like, I think it was like the end of last week. It was like last week I saw them. She's like, yeah, we had planned to come up for vacation for 2 weeks. So we're not even going to be down there while this is going on. I'm like, wow. I wish everybody else was like, you know, that lucky. Yeah, I'm probably going to do it later on. The last time though, it was interesting because like more people got onto the first one than even the second one. I mean, as we go on, maybe there'll be more. I'm actually really tired. I've been up since like 6 this morning. Okay. All right. So before we get into more like into like some like 5H stuff, I kind of wanted to get people's opinion on that whole thing going on with PewDiePie, with his whole using the N-word situation. It was a mess. It was a mess, and it honestly, I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised because, especially in the gaming community, and I am a gamer. I'm not like a heavy gamer, but I have watched a lot of different gaming YouTubers, and I also participate in a lot of like online multiplayer stuff. So I know how it gets when you're on there. I know a lot of crap gets thrown, like a lot of crap talking is done, and people call, it's just, it doesn't make it right though. It doesn't make it right just because that's the way that they talk. Like, it doesn't make it right, and he should have known better. But of course He did know better, and I believe that he uses that word a lot. For the way that he said it, you can kind of tell that he uses it. Yeah, right. It's a new trend. It's really sad because the thing is, I never even watched him. Like, Pooh, what did I call him? Somebody made a video on it, and I'm like, I never even followed Pooh Dookie Pie. I don't even know who. Like, I knew who he was because other gamers have mentioned him in their videos, but I never even really paid much attention to like him at all. So when this came out about him, like, oh, I guess it's another white person using the N-word. Big surprise. I mean, like, we're gonna have to continue to go in on people and educate them about the whole entire thing. Like, you know, like I don't use it at all. But you know, I can understand why, you know, people in the Black community do use it and why they have tried to change its meaning a little bit. But there are some people who use it like not as an insult, but they use it in negative situations too. So it becomes difficult for people to kind of distinguish between the two. But, you know, all in all, if you aren't sure, just don't use the word. You know, just because you see somebody else doing something, that's like the kind of issue I have with society today. Everybody's a follower, nobody's a leader. Everybody likes to follow behind what everybody else is doing instead of kind of paving their own way and kind of making their own decisions to do something. You know, just whatever is, you know, whatever the trend is that's what they go with. You know, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you can't. What are we really going to do? He came on and he apologized, and it was a BS. I didn't really buy it at all. I did watch the apology, and I was just like, nah, no. On to the next one. We're done. Other white people who have used the N-word. And in that way, it wasn't even like he said that. He said like the whole ER. Like he didn't even say like, yeah, right. I believe he said ER. He didn't even use like nigga. Like he didn't even do that. Like it was the full blown. It's just a mess. Right. I'm getting sick and tired of these. Like a lot of these YouTubers, they come. I should have shaved. A lot of these YouTubers, they kind of, because of the fact that they have like kind of more freedom to do kind of what they want to when they're on here. They think that, you know, it's that they don't have to really think about anything before they put it out, that they could just put it out and it just be that. No, I mean, when you put yourself on here, you are now a public figure, whether big or small. You are now a public figure, and you have to start thinking about how it may negatively impact someone else and stuff, you know. And every single time somebody goes in, they do something like this, then they want to get on and apologize and cry and boo-hoo because they know they're going to lose subscribers. Majority of the time it's because they know that they're going to lose subscribers, views. It's all for the views. It's all for the views and the subscribers, the likes, the comments. It's all about the notoriety. I don't even want to talk about Patrick Starr right now. Like, his ass, he needs to go sit down. Wait, has he done something else that I don't know about? Because I know, obviously I knew all about like him using the N-word all the time, and disrespecting Black people, and of course the whole thing with Jackie. But I don't know about anything else that happened with his annoying ass. Hmm. Oh yeah, his apology too. Uh, all of them just need to go away because they're negatively impacting society. They're negative, just negative. Anyway, what is this? Oh, people are still commenting on. Okay, the people who are commenting on my video, please come and watch this live stream. Like, because if you're on YouTube right now, that means that you have found my video. Like, if you see that video, then you also see my live stream, and you see that I'm live streaming right now. You need to come onto the live stream so we can talk. I'm getting like 3-4 comments because they're sent to my phone right now. I'm gonna change that though because it gets to be a little annoying throughout the day. I mean, it's not to say it's annoying, but like when my phone is constantly vibrating because people are leaving comments on my videos, like I don't, it just becomes a lot. So I'm probably gonna just either just have them sent to my email or something. I don't know. Anyway, so 5H. So they performed since the last time I posted. They have performed on. So Sakiri, they also did a live with Kelly and Ryan. I had to say Ryan because I keep on thinking Michael. And that performance was not great. Both of them, actually. Like, Deliver was okay. He liked that, was just, I didn't know what the heck was going on. I didn't know. I was just like, oh, like back to the drawing board, like try again. Like that wasn't right. I don't know. And somebody made a good point saying that, daytime television versus late night television, which yes, but the vocals should have still been on point, especially because the choreo for that song is not, when they do the choreo that they did like in the dresses, like when they were on Kelly and when they were on GMA, the choreo is not that involved. Not as it was on Late Late Show. And that's like ridiculous because they sounded great on James Corden when they were doing a lot more. I don't know. That didn't make any sense to me. Oh, my throat doesn't get like, ugh. I usually keep a like thing of water next to me. I did make a smoothie, but I didn't actually go over there and get it. Crap. No one said, okay, I guess because there's only 5. Usually there's so much more going on in the comment section because there's usually more people. Yeah, no, I can't do that. And that's the reason why, first of all, I want to thank all the haters. Shout out to my haters because I have a lot of haters on here. A lot of them are 5H fans and they just don't like the fact that I go in on them sometimes. But I'm not going to sit up here and sugarcoat a bad performance. No, okay. I mentioned that too, that they had just gotten back from Japan. But think about the day, like the difference. Like I think they did that on the 5th. Kelly and Ryan was on the 7th. I believe it was on the 7th. So that was, a day or so because you think about time differences and Japan is like a whole, like I want to say like 12 to 14 hours ahead of us. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I think it's like 12. I think it's like 13 hours ahead of us. So when you think about the fact that when they came back over here, it was probably already like let's say that they left on the 6th, like the next day, the next morning. When they came over here, it was probably like the night of the 5th or whatever, or something. And so then they had about a day or so to get ready for the next performance. So, I mean, I want to say that they had a little bit of rest. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. But they did have a couple of days to get ready for the James Corden performance. But I believe that they were also doing some rehearsal too, because obviously they had to rehearse for that performance. So I don't know. It seems invalid, but I can see where you're coming from when you say that. But yeah, back to what I was saying about their performances and me being like completely 100%. Like I have to be 100%. If the performance doesn't sound good, regardless of what they may or may not have been doing beforehand, like I have to judge it based on what they did. I can't give them a complete pass for that, because you have so many other artists that do this stuff every day and they're still able to put on a pretty good performance regardless. Um, it's gonna come to a time where we really can't give them any passes. They've been in the game now for 5 years. Okay. Um, as time goes on, I'm gonna expect more from them, and when I don't get it, I'm going to go in, and that's just how it is. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I felt about it, and people obviously they get mad, and then they want to dislike the video, which I don't mind at all. You're still giving me views. I don't care if you dislike the video, but just know that you're always gonna get honesty from me, always, because I'm not gonna because why would I do that? Because if you really like want, like let's say that 5H was our child. Do you really want them to have everything handed to them and be like, oh my gosh, you're doing such a great job, when they're not? That's not how they learn. I mean, you got to think about it like that. Like, we want them to be number one. We want them to stay, we want them to be the world's greatest girl group. But I'm not going to lie, there are other girl groups that really sell it a lot better than they do when it comes to live performances. They may have the most popularity, but as we have learned from many other artists out there, popularity does not equal talent all the time. So, but the thing is, 5H has talent. It's just that it's very difficult for them to display the talent when it comes to their live performances, because a lot of the times they are a mess. But I mean, it is what it is. They'll get it. They'll get it. They'll get better. They have some time to get better. Right. That's a good point. And Mel, I guess it's Mel. If they want to grow their popularity, they need to do good at every performance, especially ones that are on TV, because people are watching. Exactly. It's different when it's a concert and people are like, oh, they always do well during their concerts. That may be true, but who is watching their concerts? Their fans. Their fans are watching their concerts. When they're on television, who is watching them? Everyone who watches that TV show, not just the fan. Yes, you have the fans that go on and watch too, but you also have other people who may be just like watching the show, or maybe is watching the show for something else. Because, like other people appeared on Kelly and Ryan that morning. Other people, I think Jessica Alba. Oh, that's my girl. I love her so much. But Jessica Alba was on that morning. So there are a lot of people who like Jessica Alba who are watching for Jessica Alba. And then all of a sudden you have Fifth Harmony get on there, and then they put on mediocre performance. They're like, who are these girls? I was watching a video yesterday. I don't know if you guys know DNB ENT. I don't really watch them like that, but I came across one of their videos because it was like a recommended video from one of my own. So I went and watched it, and it was like it was like worst fails on stage or something, and or no, was it worst fails? Oh no, it was Britney Spears. Shadiest Moments, and in one of the scenes, like she was talking, she was like shading Fifth Harmony in their performance on X Factor that they had, and they were like, oh, that's Fifth Harmony? Like, we don't even know that. We don't even really listen to them, or we don't really know too much about them. We don't know about them. It's like we didn't know that they were on X Factor. And I had to be like, look, there's a lot of people who still don't know about that. I've been saying that for months. Since I started this channel, I've been saying there are a lot of people who still don't know anything about Fifth Harmony. And when they go on shows like Live with Kelly and Late Late Show and Jimmy Fallon, these are very popular shows on television. And if you go on there and you put on a horrible performance, other people are not going to really care about it. Let me see. Yeah. So that is a very good point, Mel. Thank you for pointing that out. Because it is important. It is important that you give it your all when you go on television. When you go on television, more than just your own fans are watching. You have everybody who watches that show is also watching. And then of course the shares, people share it on social media and stuff. So it's more beneficial to you to really focus on the performances that matter the most, and that would be television performances. Oh, sorry, that was my phone. Yeah, these fan wars really need to stop because it's getting on my last nerve. Every single time, I was actually waiting for you. What's his name, DeMarco? Because I knew he's probably gonna come on here before I could even watch the reaction. Well, yeah, I did that purposely because I knew people would come for the video, but then like when they would see that I'm like live streaming, I wanted it to come out a little earlier so I could give you guys some time to watch it. But hey, it is what it is. I can't control time. But yeah, I actually need some water. I am going to, let me see. Stick around real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. um, so yeah, I'm sorry. I had to go get some water from my car. Like it's necessary when I'm on here like speaking. I didn't even drink much of this water when I was at the gym earlier. That's why I'm wearing this stuff. So yeah, moving on. Yes, back to the fan war situation. Mixers, harmonizers, we really need to stop. We really need to stop getting into fights about everything that has to do with Fifth Harmony and Little Mix because it's really annoying, it's really immature, and just want Little Mix to be on top. Harmonizers want Fifth Harmony to be on top, but there can be coexisting girl groups. I mean, there were so many girl groups back in like the 90s. I mean, you had TLC, you had just Destiny's Child beginning of in the end of the 90s. You had who else? Spice Girls. You had a whole bunch of other SWV, En Vogue. Oh God, Brownstone, Escape. I mean, you had so many girl groups. Obviously, not all of them were all that popular. Like there's a lot of people who don't know who Brownstone is. It's funny because somebody actually told me, they're like, "Oh, who's Brownstone?" And then they're also listening to "Say It" by Tory Lanez. I'm like, "Don't you know who that song samples? I mean, that's Brownstone." Um, Yeah, no, that's true. Like people always like want you to choose what artists you like. Like it was the same thing, and it was the same thing back in the day too. But I mean, you know, it's even more like crazy now because of social media and because a lot of people can just, you know, go out and post their like their opinions all together, like all at once, and they can post it and have a whole bunch of people see it. Before it was more like, you know, it was more contained. Um, think about the whole feuding between Brandy and Monica. Their fans are really honestly the ones that made that like kind of made the feud what it was back then. Anyway, now there's a one-sided feud, but back then there was, you know, it was mostly like fans and the media really boosting up that there was some dude that they were fighting over, and there goes the boy is mine. That's the reason why that song was made. But it is what it is. Now we have the whole 5H and Little Mix thing. Neither one of them really has that much notoriety. I mean, yes, they have millions of followers. It always acts up on your side. I know that the signal is probably very, very bad. Yeah, both groups have pretty good songs. Although obviously I'm more into Fifth Harmony. I have like found like few Little Mix songs that I actually like. I really like Power, but I've only really listened to like their singles mostly. Like I haven't listened to a lot of stuff on the albums because I just, you know, it didn't really come up. Like I wasn't really like in a mood to listen to them at any given time, so I just didn't. Like I have to really be in the mood to really get into a new artist. It takes a lot for me to really get into a new artist. But yeah, it's look. What is going on? This doesn't make sense. Okay. Yeah, that is true. Big artists should work together. Well, the thing is, it used to be like that. It used to be like that. You like some of the best collaborations were from like the 80s and 90s, early 2000s. I mean, you had a whole lot of people working together, a lot of big artists, big names working together. But now it's like once in a while, and it's usually like a singer rapper. It's usually never two singers. And if it is two singers, they're almost never the same gender. It's always a guy and a girl, you know. But when you have like, it's never usually two guys unless they're already in a group, or two girls unless they're in a group. Yeah, no, because now, I guess because it's become so scarce. You know, because people aren't buying albums like they used to. And it all goes back to that. And I think I spoke about this in my other live stream or in one of my videos in general. People are not buying music like they used to. You know, they'll buy like what they really like if they really like an artist or whatever. But, you know, because albums aren't as good as they used to be. So people aren't buying whole albums. They're not selling singles like they used to. Like most singles are sold digitally. Nobody's selling like CD copies of singles anymore because nobody wants to go and buy that. But like that's part of the reason why there's not a lot of collaborations like there used to be, because people know they're really not going to make that much because they have to split the money down the middle. They got to split the money with whoever else is on that on that record, and if they don't promote that record, then they're really not going to make that much money from it. Period. So I feel like it comes to that too. A lot of people are being greedy. They just want to get the most money that they can, and if it means that they don't have a lot of collaborations on their album, then fine. The 5H didn't. They only have one collaboration on their album, which the fact that they only have one collaboration on the album because they really needed to stand on their own. 727 and Reflection had a bunch of features, and you know, I mean, it wasn't really necessary for the most part. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. People do talk about 5H and Little Mix collaborating a lot. And my whole thing about that is people are going to fight about who is better. Oh, who sang this line better, or who had the best ad lib here. The same thing happened with Brandy. Again, with Brandy and Monica, like who was the best in The Boy Is Mine and who was the best in It All Belongs to Me. You know, like there was always kind of like a fan war going on in the comments. Oh, Monica had the best, you know, vocals. Oh no, Brandy slays her, and she's, you know, she's vocal Bible. And I just, am I the only one that thinks Reflection was better than 727? Probably. You probably are one of the only people that thinks that Reflection was better than 727. I definitely found myself listening to 727 more than Reflection, mostly because 727 to me fit more together like an album does. Reflection was kind of a mess. It was good, but it just seemed like a whole bunch of singles that they like or songs that they try to make singles, and when they didn't work, they just put them together in an album. Yeah, it was all over the place. Like, let me bring up the track list for that album right now. I'm about to do it right now. Put on my phone. Oh wait, I went into FX Red Light. Where's Reflection? Oh, here it is. Yes and no. To me, the only real R&B songs on there were... Actually, I mean, yeah, you could say that there was more of an R&B feel on Reflection, because you had songs like We Know, even Sugar Mama. Sugar Mama was like a southern kind of hip hop ish R&B. Then you had, let's say like Everlasting Love and like Mariah. There were a couple of them on there, but yeah, no, Reflection was all over the place. I mean, you had Top Down was the first song. Was really? I didn't even remember that Top Down was like the first song on this album. They started this album with Top Down. If you think about that, you already know where this album is about to go. Like, it doesn't make any sense. You had Top Down into Boss. When you think about Top Down, dun 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 dun. Blaze it up and we'll be cruising with the top down. And then into Michelle Obama, purse so heavy, get Oprah dollars. I'm like, okay. And then Sledgehammer into Worth It. First of the 3 singles from that album are together, which is a no-no in any album. You don't want to choose the 3 songs that are going to be singles from that album. You don't want to put them together. Encourage people from actually listening to the album. It was like, and they're in the beginning too. They're in the beginning of the album, which is also why I didn't really care too much for Down being the first song on the album when it was their leading single from the album. Like, it doesn't make any, like, I don't like that, because then if the first song is your single from the album, it kind of makes things a little bit weird. Like, I don't know. That's how I felt about Red Light. Because Red Light, like with FX, I'm talking about it because now I'm on it, but like if you guys know the K-pop group FX, their Red Light album, the first song was Red Light, and then the second song was Milk, which was the other single from the album. So you had your 2 singles at the beginning of the album. It's going to discourage people from listening to the rest of the album, because they're going to get to those singles and they're like, oh, you know, I like these songs, but I wonder how the other songs sound like. They might listen to it for a little while, but then they're going to probably be like, oh, I don't really know. If you put them a little like later in the album, the singles, you know, they'll work their way up to that single. But when you put them in the beginning, they're going to be more likely to stay at the beginning and not really listen to the rest. That's just that's just my thoughts about it. So apparently, okay, so people are still talking about them being offered solo deals. Now, one person said Lauren was offered a solo deal, but the rest did not get an offer. I don't know how true that is. Like I said, I really don't keep up too much with that. But I do know that, like I think it was the UK Sun, and we talked about this in my last live stream, that they have put out an article that they were offered solo deals. Again, still don't know how true that is. None of them have obviously confirmed any of that. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. I mean, that's the only thing that we can really do about that. Yeah, that's really important. As far as whether or not they would actually take, I don't know. And everybody's like, I don't know about 5H4 or if that's like, going to happen. I don't know. I guess. Well, I don't know if it's not a solo song. Is it a solo song? I know that Dinah recorded a song, I think, with French Montana, because remember she was in Morocco and she was with him and they were doing music video. So I don't know, like, but that was months ago. You would think that actually months ago. Yeah, that was months ago. That was like at the end, like towards the end of the 727 tour. That was when Monty was on Dancing with the Stars. That's when that was going on. So you would think that that would be out by now. If Lauren is offered a solo deal and she takes it, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Mark something. The only Mark I know is Mark Anthony. That would be interesting. That would be an interesting collaboration. It would be like collaborating with your father, because he's kind of older. Mess. Mark. Who is Mark Basie or Bassey? Who is that? Look, I honestly. Yeah, who is that? Who the hell is Mark Bassey? Or I think it's the way that they spelled it's like Bassey, Bassey. I don't know who that is. Right. I really don't think that I really don't think that any of them will take a solo deal without talking it out with the rest of the girls first. Like, I mean, we're not gonna, but I mean, that's how I feel about it. I feel like it's not gonna happen with the solo careers until they feel like they've done everything that they can possibly do as a group. So, oh, I'm almost at 800 subscribers, which is great. Thank you so much for everybody who's been supporting me. I just had to put that out there. Anyway, enough of 5H because I'm getting annoyed because so everybody's talking about them going solo and being offered solo deals and stuff. I'm just like, ugh, let's move on to something else. So. Mark Bassey. Huh? No, it's fine. With the live stream, it's a little easier because I'm like pretty much just having a conversation with my subscribers. So, that was my uncle. He was asking if the music was too loud. Yeah, I don't really care. It's fine. I don't understand why it's taking so long for Dinah or Monty to release a song because even Ali got a song out before them too. Oh, stop it. That was a little shady. When you think about it, though, Dinah had been working on whatever she was working on with French for a while. And, oh my God. Oh, the potential. I know you guys. I actually watched a couple of your videos before. You guys are cool. You guys are funny. Khalid. I don't want her to. Is she working with Khalid? I'm mad that I'm mad that Normani, because this person said it was probably best for Normani to wait because she'll probably release a hit with Khalid. But the Normani was like spell check to normality. I'm done. That's hilarious. Stop it. I really honestly, I hope she's not working with Khalid because y'all know I really don't care too much for Khalid. I'm not into, I don't know, he doesn't really serve like vocals in my opinion. I don't like Khalid. When I heard him sing the one time, I was just like, what is that? He sounded like he was like crying or something. I don't know. Maybe I should listen to a couple of songs, see if I'd like him. Probably not. I'm not. Look, I'm not here for a lot of these artists out right now, and it doesn't come from a place of hate. It's just like, if you're really not giving me a lot, I'm not going to go and listen to you. All to You, okay, All to You was a song. Oh yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to say that the person's not nice. Like, I don't do that. I judge based on the artistry, not the person, because I don't know the person. You know, he could be a nice guy, but I don't really know. So, I'm not just gonna follow somebody's music because they're nice. All to You, I give my all to you. I give my all to you. That was a little off. But yeah, no, that was a song that she released like yeah, no. So for those of you who don't know what All to You is, All to You is a song that Dinah did with I don't even remember the guy's name. Like, it's in my SoundCloud, but it was released on SoundCloud. I mean, need I say more? It was released on SoundCloud. So clearly, like, not everybody really knew about it. Do I even still have it on here? I don't even know if I still have the song on here. I just saw Kiki Palmer. But she sounded pretty good on it, although there wasn't that much. No, I do like it. I like when she does a little falsetto that she does. I love the little falsetto that she does. It's cute. I like it. What do you think of it? I have a reaction to that, so I'm gonna leave it for that. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling that performance of Deliver. It really wasn't. It wasn't that great. Like, it was good, but it wasn't great. And you would think that they would have done something more, because you would have thought that the vocals would have been on point, considering they really didn't dance that much. Yeah. Now, we talked about that at the beginning We talked about that in the beginning of the live stream about the Deliverer performance, and he liked that performance on live with Kelly and whoever else she's with this week. Actually, I agree with you on that. I actually kind of like Back to You more than Strangers, even though Strangers is, you know, a very good song. I just got into Back to You a little bit more for some reason. I don't know, maybe it was the production, but I really liked Back to You. Strangers was very generic in its sound and everything, although the lyrics obviously were great, and the fact that they, you know, they use she instead of he was also great. But all in all, the production on Strangers was very it was very basic in my opinion. Back to me, back to me. I actually like that song. What the hell? Oh, I need something. Yeah, they've honestly been doing it for too long. And I mentioned Sean needs to go home. Stop. No, honestly, they really do need to do a little bit more training, it seems, because they need to be more in control of their vocals when they are singing. Like they need to be more in control of vocals when dancing. When dancing. It's a shame when you have a group that's been together for 5 years and they really can't get it together. But then you have a group that's been together. Steve Aoki. Oh, I actually have never listened to Steve Aoki. To react to Joshua Let It Sing. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll do it. I have been taking some more requests, but I'm focusing on artists that I don't know, like actual artists. I don't know if I would. I don't care. Anyway, what was I saying? Now, damn, now I forgot what I was saying. It's a shame. It's a shame that like they've been together 5 years, and that's all I say. Yes, they've been together 5 years. They can't really get it together still. But you have another group that's been together for only 1 year. 1 year. And they're already able to sing and dance at the same time. And y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. You should know who I'm talking about because I talk about them in other videos too. Like June's Diary. Like they're already getting that down. The whole dancing and singing at the same time. They're getting it down already. Because their one performance that they had at Essence Fest, when they performed there for 45 minutes, they danced for 10 minutes straight and they sang. Like, I mean, it was good. And the first song they did, Good Time, oh, that song was so good. I need that song to actually be out right now. They need to stop playing around, but I know they're under Epic, so it's probably never going to happen. Just saying. I'm almost here for an hour. It's already been an hour? Wow. I gotta stop this live stream at 4 o'clock though, because I gotta cook. What am I cooking? I'm gonna make some chicken teriyaki. Probably. Enchiladas. I made some empanadas last week. Those were they were so good. So, I put I did the chicken. Well, yeah, I did the chicken this time, and I put a little bit of vodka sauce, and then I also used some like Monterey Jack and mozzarella cheese in it. It just so that it won't be dry, because I hate like dry empanadas. And a lot of times it is dry because they only put the chicken and seasoning in it. They don't put anything else to keep it like juicy. I love it. Yeah. Do you feel there's just hope for 5H4? I think so. I think that they'll release another album. And hopefully this time they'll write all the songs on it. Yeah. But anyway, I don't want to do the entire thing. So let's talk about the next thing. The next thing, G Friend. Yes, I know G Friend. I haven't listened to them a lot, so I don't really know too much. Literally, okay, real quick, artists go. There are only a select few K-pop artists that I actually follow right now. I'm trying to get into some more, but when I'm also following a whole bunch of like US artists, it's kind of difficult to incorporate other artists into my repertoire. So actually, I'm gonna go through my phone and see. Actually, I think it'd be better if I go through my iTunes. Yeah, I think it's gonna be better if I go to my iTunes. Okay, what the hell? Oh, I'm like, wait, where is it at? Demi does slay. She slay vocally majority of the time, unless there's stage direction that is not executed. Listen, I can do this all day. the VMA, like I like the VMA performance, but I didn't like it. There was like some things that could have been better with her performance in the VMAs, but it is what it is. I mean, she still gave us a little bit a little of what we needed. As I'm looking into my iTunes right now, I want you guys to guess. Take a guess. You know how it tells you like how many times you've played a specific song, and you can line it up by how many plays and like from least to greatest or greatest to least. I want you guys to take a guess on what song I've played the most. Oh, thank you. I'm being watched. I'm being watched by people in South Africa. Wow. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for watching. Okay, now everybody's roasting Demi Lovato. Stop it, guys. But yeah, no, take a guess. Take a guess at what song I've played the most. And we're talking my iTunes library. So you probably, the thong song, stop. Based on who I talk about the most, and we're not saying like how many videos I make of that person. We're talking, it's an artist. I'm not going to say person. No, Angel's not even close. We're talking like 307 times I've played this song. 307 times. And that's, I think it's just based on my plays on iTunes alone. I don't know. Or how many times I listened to the song completely through. Tori Kelly, no. I have a few Tori Kelly songs. No, not Angel. Actually, how many times have I actually played Angel? It's up there, but I don't think that it's, let me see. Angel. I've only played Angel 37 times. So when you think about that, hell no, I haven't listened to Sledgehammer. No, don't guess any Camila songs because I don't have any. Actually, none of you are gonna get it, except for maybe the one person that asked me about K-pop group G-Friend. Obviously, it's not a G-Friend song, but it is another K-pop group. So most of you probably won't get it. No, it's not a Fifth Harmony song. It's really not. And it can't be anything from this era because I wouldn't have listened to any of those songs 300 times. Like, let me see. Yeah, no, I haven't. Let me see, Fifth Harmony. I think the Fifth Harmony song that I listened to the most. Oh, wow. Okay. So. The Fifth Harmony song I think I listened to the most is Boss at 239 plays. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Because I had it for the longest period of time. And when I had it, like, I played it all the time. So that makes a lot of sense, actually. 239 times. All the other ones are less than that. Like, yeah. I've only played Down 29 times. And I've actually played Me and My Girls more than that, which is crazy. But, I mean, it is what it is. And then Going Nowhere and We Know comes after Boss, which is kind of weird. No, it's not Chill or Power. Look, it was when I was listening to their old stuff and I liked the beat on Me and My Girls in that one part with the Me and My Girls. Like, I liked that part for a second. And it was honestly my friend who liked it even more. He, like, because they used to, like, twerk to that part and then they would cut it off. Okay, we're running low on time. So I'm just going to tell you, the song that I've actually played the most is, let me see if I can, is actually, I've mentioned the song, actually. I've mentioned the song in the album. I've mentioned it. Oh, yeah, no. My voice is gone, got my favorite PJs on. Times like this don't always come along. I'm sorry. Allie. Oh, God. What was Lauren's part in there? Oh, my gosh. I forgot what her part was. Oh, what was that? That's crazy. No, it's not Off the War. It's not Off the War. No. It's FX, Red Light. Like Red Light. Like, Like this song went so hard when I first listened to it. And then like I listened to it for the first time in the car and I was blown away. Like that bass, when that bass drops in the first verse, it's crazy. I'm just like, damn. like the song is crazy. I love it. With the boom. Like I was like my entire body was like shaken up. Like it was crazy. So that's why I love Red Light. And I played that so many times. And I actually learned the choreo. That was actually the first K-pop song that I had learned all the choreo to it. No, it was great. And let me see, the song that I played the least. Let me see. The song I actually played the least is I Can't Fall in Love Without You by Zara Larsson. I've only played it like a few times, so. I actually haven't listened to that album in a while. Like a couple of songs come up sometimes, but. Oh no, me and my girls are stuck in your head. I'm sorry. Oh well. That's what they wanted. I know a lot of people started following me for Zara. So I have to like get back into that. Yeah. But yeah. Oh, let's talk about artists that we miss. And I put that in the title line, so I did want to go into that. I Could Fall in Love with by oh, I do like that song by Selena. I Could Fall in Love. What do you mean no? Make that money, girl. Make that money. I actually like that song. It's not even. I actually like. I actually make that money. I do like that song. I'm not gonna lie. It said, "Queen, get up on the throne." I said, "Okay." It's pretty empowering, that song. So I mean, hey, I like that one. Of course, everybody missed Whitney Houston. Yes. It's not right, but it's okay. I'm gonna make it anyway. It's one of my favorite songs of hers. That and oh my God. I don't know if you guys listened to the album that she had come back with. I think it was called Just Whitney. And she had a song on there called What You Looking At. I actually really like that song. Don't get mad at me, cause I'm still gonna be, tell me what you're looking at. I don't know why I like that song a lot, but it was everything. It was like one of my favorite songs on that album. That one and Tell Me No. Tell me no, I'll show you I can. I like that song too. That was a really powerful song. Wait, what? Luther, yes, Luther. This is live right now. Do you not see me on here, Darian? Do you not see me on here? Yes, this is live right now. No, that's probably one of the best comments that I've gotten on here. No, yes, I'm live right now. I do a live stream every week now. This is a weekly thing. Of course, Michael Jackson. I miss Keisha Cole too. No lie. I actually do miss Keisha. I mean, she's not really gone, but I miss like Keisha when like she first came out. When she had like Oh my gosh, I Just Want It to Be Over was one of my favorite songs. Luther Vandross definitely is someone who is missed. Um, I wanted to cover one of his songs one time, and my favorite song to sing of his actually was "Dance with My Father." I just loved listening to it. Now you can wait your whole life trying to. Yeah, no, I like that song too. Heaven Sent. Um, well, you know what? You see that video, you should come on. You should come over here. I mean, get on the notification squad. We're doing great things, girl. You know what's tragic? The Man in the Mirror song, when Camila covered. Stop it. Y'all need to stop, but it's true. I still have a whole bunch of dislikes on that video when I did it. See my my reaction to that performance on this channel. I still have it. I haven't taken it down. It's gonna be that's gonna be there forever. I don't know what she was doing. Oh, I liked. Oh yeah, no, I liked Lions, Tigers, and Bears. My mom hates Jasmine Sullivan. She doesn't like how hoarse her voice always sounds, and how sometimes it sounds like she's struggling to reach notes, which is, I can see that, but I kind of just like the color of her voice. I just like where she can go. So. I watched the whole thing. I was trying to get into it, but then I'm like, I don't know. But you know who I want to? Keke Palmer did a really good job covering that song. Nice. Ooh, she was killing it. I like Let It Burn, or is it called just Burn or Let It Burn by Jasmine Sullivan. Let it burn. Okay. Oh, favorite song of the week for me, Good Thing by JoJo. You gave me that good thing. That song, I don't know, I don't know. It's just something about the song, and it's like kind of house flavored. I just love it. So yeah, no, it's everything. Jennifer Hudson. The last thing I heard from Jennifer Hudson was literally that song that she had with Iggy Azalea. Lord Jesus. That was the last thing that I actually heard from Jennifer Hudson. But she's supposed to be on the Voice this season. She's the new judge. She replaced Alicia Keys, I think. I think they replaced Alicia Keys with Jennifer Hudson on this season of The Voice. So if you watch The Voice, you'll see Jennifer Hudson. Right? I think I'm right, because they were talking about her and Miley interacting on the set. Oh no, Keep It Moving was a bop. It was a bop. I love that. Back in 2007. Ooh. Get in my mind, I feel sunshine. Only got the summertime on my mind. Wait, what was it? We keep it moving. Well, yes. The thing is that you have to realize about shows like The Voice and I think it shows like that and American Idol that's coming back, which I wish that they just would stay gone. And they're trying to have Katy Perry as a judge. I'm like, yes. They are set up to be like a reality show. So they cast a lot of the people that go on and onto the show. Granted, a lot of them, yes, can sing, but most of them have gone through like talent scouts and agents in order to be able to be on that show. That's what I've learned over the years, especially in the last, I think it was the last season of The Voice. One of my mom's friends mentored one of the girls that was appearing on the show, and she actually got her set up with an agent that got her an audition for The Voice. A lot of those people have already auditioned before they even go into audition. So that, you know, an audition thing is not completely true. You have to get through a whole bunch before you can actually go, and it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't, but it is what it is. Vanessa Hudgens, baby, come back to me. She sampled that mess. Oh yeah, the girl group Cherish. I remember Cherish. They ain't coming back. I thought we were talking. No. Darian, you missed the Fifth Harmony stuff. You have missed the Fifth Harmony stuff. So I'm so sorry, but you can't. you missed the Fifth Harmony stuff. So you missed that. Go back and watch that. You can't bring up Fifth Harmony when we're talking about something else. Anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Well, you should have come to the live stream. We literally talked about 5H for a half hour or more, like for an hour actually. We talked about 5H for an hour, and you missed that whole hour. We're into the last half hour. We only have about 10 or so more minutes of this live stream because I have to go. I have things to do, so I can't be sitting up on here all day long. But I will do another live stream next week. Tune in for that one. It's probably going to be on a different day though, because it depends. It honestly depends on when I'm off. Like I'm doing this on my day off. I have not listened to Wonder Woman. I really want to go. All right, I'll see you later, Mel. Bye. Thanks for watching. Of course, everybody. Well, she hasn't really been gone. Aretha Franklin. You always see her pop up once in a while. I haven't listened to Wonder Woman, and I'm probably going to do a listening video for that because it's JoJo, obviously, and I have yet to do a JoJo video, so that'll be great to get into some JoJo. But I definitely want to listen to Wonder Woman. An artist that I really miss. Okay. An artist that I really, Beautiful Gown. Stop. That interview, Beautiful Gowns. Oh God, who did she say that about? Who is she talking about? I can't remember. I forgot who she was talking about. Was it Celine Dion? I forgot who she was talking about when she said beautiful gowns. Taylor. Oh, yeah, it was Taylor Swift. It was lovely gowns. Yes, lovely gowns. I'm done. And she doesn't even wear gowns anymore. She wears like two pieces and like bodysuits. So you can forget about the gowns. That was early in her career. You don't have to be. Don't turn me on. Oh, Lovely T just released a video. I have to go watch that, and it's about, and part of it is about Brandy, because a lot of people are asking if Brandy's pregnant. It would explain a lot. I love me some Brandy, but I have to be completely 100 about the fact that she's not. she is not, you know, she's not completely there right now. There's a lot of issues surrounding her. I wonder what Tina Turner is doing. Being a living legend. T-Pain is an icon. He fooled us with that auto-tune only for him to have vocals. Does he have vocals? I mean, I guess. The thing is, though, about the auto-tune is that you do have to have a little bit, at least a little bit of a voice for auto-tune to actually work the way it's supposed to. You can't just be completely off-key and stuff and expect auto-tune to correct you. It's called auto-tune, but that's not really what it does. It kind of just distorts your voice that you already have. And then you can kind of edit it to make it what you want. But really, I've never heard him sing. I've never heard him sing before, so I wouldn't really know. Oh God, I have heard Lil' Kim when she tried to sing and then she used the auto tune. Look, I mean, yes, not everybody can. Anyway, yeah, it's sad. I'm trying to think about like artists that I really miss. I miss SWV together, but I was just like, nah, no. They didn't really work out trying to get back to it. Then they had the reality show, and I was just like, nah. Al Green. It's been so long for him. But he has some hits. But I miss SWV. Where did you go? You're telling me that you love me. Nope. And I mentioned that in my last video. My video of Chris Brown, because somebody commented down in the comment section that he is the heir to the MJ throne. I'm not right now. He's not. Not right now. He's not. It's accurate when they say he could have been, because I believe that the talent was there. He just kind of got. Yeah, the thing is, he was so talented, and when he first came out, like I was a fan. I wasn't even a fan of many male artists because I wanted to be out there, so I was just like, dang, he's making it and I'm not. And that was kind of what it was. But I actually respected Chris Brown very early on in his career, and everything that he did, I kind of I watched closely. But then as time went on, he kind of just was just putting out music just to put it out. Chris Brown is more Bobby Brown. Yes, in my opinion, he's a little bit more Bobby Brown now than Michael Jackson. Like he could have been on Michael Jackson's level, but now it's not. Right. Yeah, like I would have told him that half of that royalty out, like a lot of that royalty album was not the best. And it's a shame that he named it after his daughter. It's a shame that he named it after his daughter, because I wouldn't want that album to be named after me. Like it was pretty good, but I mean, I wasn't. He's been making the same damn song for the past 7 years. I mean, a lot of his songs sound alike. And then when you listen to that Question song, I mean, it's literally just completely sampled, which I can't stand sampling like that. I really can't. It's annoying when you have been working so hard to try and make your own original music, and then other people come and make millions off of somebody else's music, literally somebody else's music. Like he didn't make anything about it really different. Nothing really about it was different. He had the same like beat, the same music, instruments, and even the same lyrics. So right, it should have just been a cover. It should have just been a cover, and then he could have done a little bit of something on the side. Yes, I miss TLC. I miss Left Eye, obviously. Obviously, we miss Left Eye because, you know, there's no TLC without the L, honestly. And the fact that they try to come back, that song that they did was cute, but I mean, I wanted more, obviously. And you're not really going to get it because 1/3 of TLC is not here anymore. So you really can't get the full effect of TLC. They were a group that was meant to be a group. They were a group that really worked as a group, and you really could not see any of them being a solo artist, to be honest. You know, you can see some the members of Fifth Harmony being solo artists. You can't see other groups being solo artists. Like I couldn't even see Coco from SWV being a solo, even though she was the lead singer of SWV. I could only really see her if Lily and Taj were also a part of the equation. Alone, I really didn't care too much for her. Mm. Oh yes, Left Eye had that flow. Oh, that flow was so good. Um, yeah. Oh, I didn't know. Bear with me now. If you remember the group called Black, they appeared in the Honey movie. I didn't know that the rapper from that movie, not the rapper from the movie, the rapper from that group Black actually passed away. I did not know. What was her name? Latina or oh God, I forgot her name. I think it was Latina. She actually passed away. So yeah, that was like really random because I stumbled upon one of their videos, and and they were like, oh, you know, rest in peace. I'm like, she died? Oh my God, that's crazy. I missed the Cheetah Girl. We're never getting the Cheetah Girls back. We're never. No, that's never gonna happen. Ugh. I like that song. I can't remember the words now, though. When it comes on, I'm singing it. Because even if I leave alone, I'm good. That was so good. And that music video was actually really good. I like that music video, even though it was kind of made Bring It All to Me. Yeah, Bring It All to Me was the name of the song. I loved it. There are so many girl groups. But Brownstone was probably one of my favorite girl groups. A girl group that I really miss too. They need to. I don't know if like they're still doing the stuff or if they're still around. But it was the song they had. I don't wanna rain on this parade, but I'm starting to question what that was made. I forgot like all the words, but I know it's the song that Tory Lanez sampled. If you love me, say it. If you trust me, or yeah, if you need me. How old are you? Between the ages of 20 and 30 years old. Uh, I've said it. I've said it in my other videos. I'm 23, so I've said it in my other videos. Pussycat Dolls. Considering that Pussycat Dolls was literally just Nicole, I'm gonna say Danity Kane because at least all of them could sing. Just saying, more or less all of them could sing. Although I don't know, half the time Aubrey, I don't know what the heck she was saying. Like she got better later on, but her voice was so weird to me in the beginning. Like she was the only one, in my opinion, that really did not have that great of a voice in that group. Favorite songs from the 2000s. Wait, what's it? What? Oh, I don't know what they're saying. Oh, they deleted their message. That's hilarious. Buttons like, oh God. And then you got melody in the background. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Carmen and Melody. I like Melody for to a point, but then like sometimes her wailing got a little bit annoying, especially with the tone of her voice. Day 26. Day 26. Weren't they the ones that appeared on Making the Band after Danity Kane? Oh God, guys, it's already after 4 o'clock. I'll give you 10 more minutes and then that's it. Go eat. Go eat. I haven't even cooked what I was supposed to. This is not about eating. This is about cooking so that we can eat. Oh, I'm about to just, I don't even know. I hope it's, put it in there like 11. Melody sung Nicole's verse on Buttons and the crowd went wild. I don't know why she was, because Girlicious was tragic. Tiffany was everything. I like Tiffany and Christina, or whatever her name was. I think it was Christina. The two. They really did. There was the worst move ever for them to kick out Tiffany. Tiffany brought like the fire to the group. Without her, they literally had no chance. None. Just because they wanted to be greedy. Oh, my eye. It's crap. Yeah, no, it was sad. A lot of people saying that Charlie should have made the group, but honestly, I don't know. Let's not waste time on a girl group that is no longer even a girl group. And they really didn't even make any headlines, honestly. I don't know why my eye, I don't want to rub it, but okay. Looking at the screen, lower the brightness. There were so many girl groups. Like you don't even know. There was a girl group called 702. Was it 702? Or is that like this cleaning product? No, that's 409. Oh my God, I'm such a mess. They were called 702. I was about to call them 409, but then I said 702 and thought that 702 was 409. 409. So, God. Oh God. Oh my God, I'm a mess. Oh my God, no, I can't. I can just like imagine like, oh God, and it's too bad. It's just like the group called Ajax. There's an actual group in Korea. I think they're in Korea. They're called Ajax. I'm like, really? Like you're named after a cleaning product. Okay. Is it with or without bleach? It's not even a joke. It wasn't even like, it was my own stupidity. That's what I'm laughing at. Thank you, though. Thank you. But like, I'm laughing at the fact that I completely, like, I almost called them 409. It was like, it was a mistake, and I'm laughing at my own mistake. Okay. But yeah, no, 702 was great. Ah, God, they were a good group too. But like, that's what I'm talking about. There were so many girl groups back in like the 90s, early 2000s, like, and a lot of them actually were good. How do you feel when Western girl groups get compared to K-pop girl groups? It's you know, I mean, you can do that. You know, A Girl Can Mac was actually a good album. I really liked them on that album, 3LW. I wish they could have stayed 3LW if Keely and her damn mother, sister, cousin, aunt, mother, sister, cousin, aunt. Yeah, that's pretty much. They've said that she's like everything. I don't know who. But after like Notori was let go, and then you know they were acting stupid, and you know whatever. It is what it is. And we see which one is actually not successful right now. Dawn Richard is she's like everything. I love Dawn. We were titans, totally amazed. We were lovers, born against the grain. Why would you want to die if you can't live with me? I can let you. We were titans. I love that song. Titans. I'm so upset that Titans is such a short song because it's probably one of my favorite Dawn Richard songs. Adrian, I actually like Adrian. I'm talking about Keely's aunt slash mother slash cousin slash sister, the Michelle that was on here acting a fool when Notori appeared on the reel. But back to that question, what do I think about girl groups being compared Western to K-pop? I mean, I don't feel really any kind of way. I mean, you can compare them because they are girl groups. Granted, some of them may be of different styles and different backgrounds, but talent is talent, no matter where it comes from. So if you have talent, then, you know, put it on display, and then we'll judge you based on that. In my opinion, there are a lot of girl groups in K-pop that are better than the girl groups that we have over here. There are also more of them. So you can't really, I mean, it's difficult to actually compare them considering that they have more groups over there than we do. They really focus on groups more than we do. So that's like really what, because you think about all the groups that they have. Let's just talk female groups specifically. All the girl groups they have: Girls' Generation, FX, G-Friend. They have Sistar, who's about to break up, who's already broken up. I don't know why I'm like listing all these people that have already broken up. You got Red Velvet, Twice. I mean, there's so many. The list goes on and on. But right now, who do we have? June's Diary, Fifth Harmony, Little Mix. There's like a couple more. I know that there's a group. What is the group that Fourth Impact. So I mean, there's not that many that we can compare to theirs. And I also believe that like they train a lot harder than the ones over here do, so it's easier for them to really adapt to all situations when it comes to putting on their live performances and stuff. So you think about Girls' Generation. The member who trained the longest was actually the member that left first. Jessica, she trained for about, I think, 7 years before she actually debuted with Gigi. So, I mean, if you think about that, and like they actually train every day, like they do like the dance, they do the singing, they do the vocal lessons and stuff. Like that's like every day, at least every day. Do you think that? Do you think Aaliyah would be as popular as Beyonce if she was still alive? I don't know. I don't know. I do believe that some people may not have had the careers that they did. The Aaliyah question is hella dumb. I mean, I think it's a valid question because you think about, I think I'll talk about it just for like, this is the last thing I'm probably going to talk about. Because when you think about a lot of artists that have died have become more popular. Their music has actually sold a lot more in death than when they were alive. I mean, you think about how many people followed Aaliyah before she died and how many people followed her after she died. More people were interested in seeing, you know, who Aaliyah was, and they became more interested to know about her, about the girl who perished so young. So I feel like alive, she would definitely still be up there because I feel like she had a good work ethic. I feel like she wouldn't have stopped. We're not getting into conspiracy theories. Don't do that, because then people are gonna get upset. We'll be doing like they do Monica and Brandy, like discrediting her success and calling her a flop. That's a good point. That is actually a good point. Because if you think about it right now, Aaliyah, Brandy, Monica, and they always put them together in a group as, you know, because they all came out around the same time and they were all very, very young. They were all teenagers when they came out, like 14, 15. Actually, I think Monica was like 13 when her first album came out, or I think 12 or 13 when her first album came out. And like Brandy was like 14, 15. Aaliyah was about 14. So they all came out very, very young. And so they always put them together. But you think about right now, Brandy and Monica, both of them, you know, they are legends in their own right. You know, they've still been doing stuff in the game for a very long time, over 20 years. And it's, you know, people do discredit their work and do discredit what they have brought to the table and how they have actually changed R&B. You know, people weren't doing a whole lot of vocal layering and stuff in their tracks and stuff until Brandy really did it. Like, you know, other people were doing it, but Brandy made it popular. And all of her runs and everything, people are doing her runs like crazy every single day. And I hear a song on the radio and I hear somebody do, you know, a crazy run that goes here to there in like 0.3 seconds. I'm just like, okay, where did you get that from? Clearly you're listening to Brandy. So I mean that it is, you know, it is what it is. And then with Monica, I mean, she brought a lot of a lot of like the attitude and a lot of the extra soul that we get. Like I feel like with Monica, you had like a class of artists. Mary J. Blige, Monica. Monica was right under there with Mary J. Blige in the way that they conveyed their music, their art, and how true it was, you know? So, I mean, they brought a lot to the table, and the fact that people really just don't give them the respect that they deserve is really sad. And I feel like Aaliyah maybe would have been, you know, think about who came after Aaliyah, who followed in her footsteps. After Aaliyah came, Ciara, and now we have Tinashe, and then a couple of other people who have that kind of style in a way. So I feel like a lot of people would have probably tried to discredit her or use her stuff, use her style, and then don't actually credit her for paving that way. A lot of people were not doing what Aaliyah was doing when she was out. So, you know, the fact that, you know, but I think that her passing brought upon a new way of viewing music, a new way of kind of appreciating music in a way. And that's with every artist, every like artist that dies. I feel like the style that people come to appreciate musical styles a lot more when someone is alive. Let me see. Girls always using Aaliyah's style. Yeah, I did that. But again, Aaliyah was, you know, yes, she also has a lot to credit from artists like Janet Jackson and obviously like Tina Turner and other artists like that who did a lot of like the performing and they were about performance value and choreography and stuff while they were singing. And also just the smoothness of their voices, her and Janet. It just, you know, but she didn't discredit that. She always, you know, would say, you know, who her inspirations were, and she respected that. But she also brought her own kind of originality to the table when it came to fusing that style with R&B music. So you always got that perfect blend when it came to Aaliyah's music and her style and everything. And then she also wasn't overly, she dressed kind of tomboyish. She didn't like, you know, put on like a whole bunch of like little outfits and stuff, and she didn't even really wear dresses like that. Like most of the time she wore baggy pants, maybe like a crop top and a jacket and stuff. That was her signature look. Nobody else was really doing that at the time. So it was great. It was good to see, you know, but I mean, it is what it is. But anyway, I'm going to end the live stream here. Sorry for people who joined a little bit later. I was thinking about doing another one later on today, or maybe at some point, maybe I'll do another one, but I don't know. Do you think that JoJo will ever reach the same level of success that she once had? We will talk about that in the next live stream, because I actually do want to. Do you think R&B music has died, like many have been saying? No. Really quick, I will say, I don't think that R&B music has died. I believe, well, it hasn't died. In my opinion, it's died a little bit in the Black community. It's died a little bit in the Black community because a lot of other artists from other ethnic backgrounds and then white people are doing it more than, or doing it the way that we used to do it and the way that we liked it. But now we have our own R&B artists that are doing it, differently and in a way that we really don't, it is, it is what it is again. But I feel like R&B music is only really making headlines when mainstream artists perform R&B. I mean, look at Bruno Mars, look at look at Jessie J and Ariana Grande. When those types of artists do R&B, it has a bigger effect because they're a mainstream artist and they're like, oh my God, R&B, and everybody loves it. But then when you have actual R&B artists come out here, like, what is his name? Luke James. He's an amazing singer and an artist, and he is like he's mostly strictly R&B, but people don't give him the credit. People don't give him that credit. And then other R&B artists, like, they really don't get a lot of credit. Chrisette Michele, K. Michelle, like, they really just don't give a lot of credit. But anyway, I'm going to end it here. We'll talk a little bit more about that. That's a really good topic, and I'm going to hold you guys to that, or hold me to it. Then we're going to talk a little bit about artists, once successful artists not being successful now, artists that have quote unquote fell off or fallen off, and then also a little bit of appropriation, a little bit of a cultural appropriation sort of situation, and also R&B music. Has it died or has it not, or where does it live? We'll say, where does R&B music now live? So anyway, I hope that everybody has a great day. I may post another video tonight. I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit because I was doing a lot today, even before I got up. Like I said, I've been up since 6. I got my brother up for school and stuff, so I've been doing all that. And then I also went to the gym and I did a whole bunch of errands. But yeah, so maybe I will do another live stream this week. Maybe just like an hour one, just to maybe just like an hour. I'll do like an hour. But anyway, I hope everybody is they enjoy their day, the rest of the day anyway. Anybody watching me from down in Florida, Georgia, and that entire area, and of course if you're watching me from the islands, I don't know how, if you guys got your houses destroyed, but anyway, that's horrible. Anyway, like I'm really thinking about you guys, because this is like a really, really like horrible situation, and even a couple of other people that follow me, they were talking to me about it, how they didn't have power. They had to go stay with family elsewhere and stuff, and it's honestly it's a horrible situation. I pray that you guys are staying safe, be alert, and definitely if you see somebody that needs help, definitely offer your help to them and help them in any way you can. If you don't have a way to like go there, physically and help, obviously you can donate money. Make sure that it's a legitimate charity, is a legitimate fund for the hurricane relief. Make sure that you're not, getting duped by a whole bunch of people that are just going to use that money for their own personal gain. And yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. But anyway, again, take care, you guys. I will see you guys in the next live stream.